Call the main number. No, see, that was my mom, and she was on that unit. She went to a medical hospital, from what I heard, and then that was a couple weeks ago, and I was just inquiring if she had returned to the hospital, so apparently she hasn't. Oh, I know that. But the patient line will tell me if I call up and say, is so-and-so there, then they'll go look for her. Oh, no, I know. You have to understand, my mother was there. No, I know you can't do anything because of the HIPAA law. But I know on the patient line, if she was there, they would go and see if, they say whether she's there or not. Yes, that's why I called the patient line and not the main number. Yeah, I know. That's what I was telling, my mom's, the person that, yeah, so I was saying she may have been returned and just not in that wing anymore. Oh, I know. No, I know that, and it doesn't matter because if I don't know what floor she's on, I'm basically in the same position. So you're a staff member? Yeah, unfortunately, this is a situation, and it happens to a lot of people. What my mother wanted to happen, she got sick right before she was going to have it happen. Her power of attorney is my aunt, who's my enemy. My mom had planned on doing releases and whatnot. I even have one in my hand for her actual psychologist. It's just that she got too sick. She never saw him before she wound up getting sectioned. She had planned to put me on the release, and it's kind of, I'm in a situation now where Cheryl's telling me, go to the press, Laura, because this is ridiculous. I cannot know if what's happening with my own mother. You know what I mean? And I was calling her at this wing. I was fine, and that was only because I found out where she was, because she had called from the patient line, her friend, and I had the friend's number, and the friend happened to have saved this, and they didn't even know where she was calling from. It was like a quick thing, but she says, well, maybe this is it. So I just called and asked, gave her name. Oh, yeah, I'll go get her. And then I was able to talk to her, and now she winds up in a medical hospital for a while or whatnot, in a page, and now I'm back to square one, where she could actually be at that hospital in another wing, and I still, because I don't know, and I'm not on the release, even though that's what she would want, she's too sick. There was supposed to be a meeting with her social worker and with the woman who is communicating with her social worker, who was like a woman who heads where the mentally ill go to hang out, or wherever my mom used to go there, right? There was supposed to be a meeting. There was never any meeting because my mom was too sick. And then suddenly my mom's not there anymore, and I got it from a patient who actually knew her, and of course she didn't know where she was, but she said she went to a medical hospital, and even Cheryl had said to me she'd heard something about, they thought maybe my mom had a urinary tract infection or whatnot, and I'm in a position where I just, even if she was in a medical, I just want to know that she's okay, that and and this is really bad because I know what my mom wanted, and she was too sick to do anything, and they were going to get release assigned at that meeting that never materialized, They're not going to care. I was already told that I'm not on the release and there's nothing they can do. Yeah, it does, but I can go to the press, I can write, I have a brain, and my aunt this was all done in a duplicit manner, and my mom wanted to change things, and I'm really at my wit's end now. You know what I mean? It's sick, though. Of course it does. And whether you believe me or not is irrelevant. I used to call my mom every day and talk to her and, you know, even listen to her babble on about the gods and goddesses who were tormenting her. And I visited her for 2.5 hours of hell because she was being abusive towards the patients and the staff, verbally abusive. And I told her, I'm like, you know what? If she's in that condition, she could get moved somewhere somewhere else where they feel she'd be better suited. And I'll still be in this. I'll be back in square one where I can't know what's going on with her and can't talk to her and can't do anything, you know? And that's basically what happened. For all I know, she's still at that hospital, just in a different section. And there's no way for me to know because, unfortunately, what my mother wanted to happen with releases and whatnot, she got sick right before it was going to happen. She'd already talked to her social worker. She'd already gotten, and she, you know what I mean? It didn't happen. That's all. She got sick before it happened. And Marion, my aunt's my enemy. You understand? So I can't find out anything. My mom, before she was a little bit better, where she was briefly with you guys in that wing, and in that unit, and she was talking about how she wanted to remove Marion completely from the healthcare proxy. But as it stands, Marion has all the power over my mother, and I'm just at my wit's end, you know, because I'm at my wit's end because I know what she would do, but she's not in any condition to do it, you know what I mean? I know what she wants. She doesn't want me shut out of knowing where she is. She doesn't want me shut out of her life. But Marion's a liar, and Marion can say whatever she wants, and Marion's my enemy, so oh God. All right, oh, of course, I know. Thank you anyway. And I know what you're trying to say to me without saying it, because you can't. I've had people try to get around the HIPAA law in the past before Marion's pulled this crap with me when I wasn't even living in this state. I was out of state. But I know that she could actually still be in that hospital, and based on her behavior, even when I visited her and I was crying the entire time, she could be just in another section. I know. But unfortunately, she could be in Timbuktu in another section of that hospital. They won't tell me anything. I'm not on the release. But anyway, thank you so much for listening to me babble. I don't know what I'm going to do. I might start. Cheryl told me to write to the senator. She told me to write to people, let them know what's going on about this damn HIPAA law that's basically, you know, sometimes it's really bad, you know, and I can go to the press too. I don't know what else to do, but anyway, thank you. All right, bye. It's not like I would ever even call my mother or visit my mother if that's not what she wanted. You know, I was calling her and she didn't want to talk to me. I want to know that she's okay. I want to know her whereabouts. That's it. I can never talk to her and never visit her unless that's what she wants. This is about me just wanting to know that she's all right. I need to do my oil pull. I need to see if I can find and return that belt. That might just be the next thing I'll have to do. Go to the press. Go to write. Cheryl said it before I did. You can write, Laura. Write a letter. Write to your senator, you know. So people think they're powerless, but they're not. They can at least be heard, even if things don't change immediately. Alright, well, I want that Congo song on my MP3 player. I actually need to do my oil pull and then eat something. I need to do my oil pull. That's a hairdo I would never have again. Like I said in the other video, I really prefer my hair straight, as opposed to a perm or curly or spiral perm or anything. At one point I even had a mullet, but I had a mullet, you know, like a female mullet, but it was like curly up top, and I don't know. I think I look better with straight hair though. My mom's hair is even too curly. That was probably over 20 years ago. I was 18, 19. I think it was when I was in, yeah, that might have been when I was 19. My mom curls her hair, but that's too curly even for her hair. It's just too curly, period. But, you know, everyone goes through those hairdos. that was before I helped my mama drop 30 pounds. Like I said, I may have been hard on her, admittedly so. But I was trying to build her up all the time, you know. I spent hours organizing her closet because she has all these new clothes and she loses them in the closet. And she saves all her clothes. She has clothes from like 10 years, 20 years ago. And I'm like, Mom, if you have, I'm every summer, because I was there, you know, during different seasons, and I'd move all, when it hit winter, I moved all, we'd have it right in the front when it was summer, the summer clothes, and then I moved them all to the back of the closet. But she would never think to do that. She just wouldn't bother. She'd just be lazy, you know, not want to do it. I can't find this, I can't find that. Yeah, because you have too many clothes shoved in your closet, Mom. So I did it for her. All these little things that I did for her, people, I did out of love. They're not things that Marion would ever know about or care about or mention to anybody, you know. Marion acts like I'm this monster who's just after my mother's money. I hate Marion. I hate her. Hater, 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 hater. I said she wouldn't care anyway. She knows exactly what she's doing. My mom's house is probably up for sale. Cheryl's in a rock and a hard place. She agreed with me. I said, Mary told me to call the hospital. She knows damn well they won't tell me anything because of the HIPAA law. And Cheryl's like, yeah, that's her way of deflecting. Fuck her. She knows what my mother wanted. She's on Marion's side and not mine. I'm going to the fucking press. I'll do what Cheryl said. I'll write to the senator. I'll go to the press. I'll do whatever I have to. I have a brain. If I didn't have a brain, I'd be screwed, huh? I have a brain. I can think. Cheryl said I'll write to the fucking senator. I'm not just gonna fucking disappear like Marion wants me to. I'm not just gonna pretend I don't have a mother like Marion wants me to, and like Marion wants my mother to pretend she never had a daughter. Marion can go fuck herself.